Central Otago is a very special place. Located at the southern end of the South Island of New Zealand, it's the world's southernmost wine region. Its beauty comes from a diversity of landscapes, from snow-capped mountains, lakes and rivers, the lush greenness of the vineyards at the time of harvest, and the earth-tone hills that feature wild thyme and flowers. It's a region that has made Pinot Noir a focus and is often considered to be where the best Pinot Noir in New Zealand comes from. It's also a region where the wine will express itself differently depending upon the vineyard it comes from. Wines from the subregions of Alexandra or Bannockburn or Mount Pisa all express themselves differently, but with qualities that would push these wines into a category of something pretty special. This has been our focus since our first vintage in 2009. Our project here, like our life, has been a journey, an exploration in some of these great corners of the region. And our 2011 Central Otago Pinot Noir continues in this tradition. It's from the Tamara Vineyard, located in the Mount Pisa subregion, the heart of Central Otago. And we do very small quantities, just a handful of barrels each year. Our winemaking is one in which we spare no effort in making the wines as best as we know how. Hand harvested and sorted back at the winery, I use small traditional open-top fermenters and punch down the cap 2 or 3 times a day during the peak fermentation. Wines are gently pressed and aged in 100% French oak barrels. And important for me for Pinot Noir, the wine is unfined and unfiltered. Although the wines can have a subtle cloudiness, I'm a firm believer in the idea to treat Pinot gently and not strip any of its character through refining and filtering simply for the purposes of clarity of the wine. And the 2011 for me is very expressive. It has a wonderful varietal character, including dark cherry, but unique to this site and subregion, more red fruits. Crushed raspberry flavor along with rose petal, also subtle savory spice and mineral notes. It has a nice richness, but elegance as well. And although screw caps are common in this part of the world, for Pinot, I prefer the DM corks. They have the permeability of natural cork for the gentle aging of the wines, but virtually without the incidence of cork tint. And I have a good friend, Enrique from Portugal, who often say, wine is something to be appreciated with all your senses. Your sight and smell, taste and touch, but also the auditory and the pop of the cork. It's a nice ritual.